चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Welcome everyone, Hare Krishna. So we have been discussing the ongoing series of Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's beautiful Nam Kirtan, a compilation of the different holy names of Krishna that Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has presented as a beautiful song, Harinama Tuva Aneka Swarupa. So let's continue discussing. We have finished 3 parts on this song, and today hopefully will be the concluding part of this song. So let's sing this. Hope everyone's able to see the screen share of the song. Okay. Harinam tuva anika swarupa, Harinam tuva aneka swarupa, Harinam tuva aneka swarupa, Harinam tuva aneka swarupa, Yashodanandana Anandavardhana Nandatanaya Rasagopa, Putana Ghatana Trinavartahana, Putana Ghatana Trinavartahana, Shakata Bhanjana Gopala, Muralivadana Aghavakamadana, Muralivadana Aghavakamadana, Govardhanadhari Rakhala Krishna, Govardhanadhari Rakhala, Harinam tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam tuva Aneka Swarupa, Keshi Mardana Brahma Vimohana, Surapati Darpa Vinashi, Keshi Mardana Brahma Vimohana, Surapati Darpa Vinashi, Arishtapatana Gopi Vimohana, Jamuna Pulina Vilasi, Arishtapatana Gopi Vimohana, Jamuna Pulina Vilasi, Radhika Ranjana Rasarasayana, Radha Kunda Kunja Vihari, Radhika Ranjana Rasarasayana, Radha Kunda Kunja Vihari, Rama Krishna Hari Madhava Narahari, Rama Krishna Hari Madhava Narahari, Matsyadi Gana Avatari Krishna, Matsyadi Gana Avatari, Govinda Vamana Shri Madhusudana Yadava Chandra Vanamali, नन्दवामन श्रीमधुसूदन यादवचन्द्रवनमाली कालियशातन गोकुलरञ्जन कालियशातन गोकुलरञ्जन राधा भजन सुखशाली कालियशातन गोकुलरञ्जन राधा भजन सुखशाली हरिनाम तो वा अनेक स्वरूपा 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 इत्यादिकनाम स्वरूपे प्रकाम बालुक मोररति रागे इत्यादिक नाम स्वरूपे प्रकाम बालुक मोररति रागे कृष्णा बालुक मोररति रागे स्वरूप रूप स्वरूप पद जानी निज संपद रूप स्वरूप पद जानी निज संपद रूप स्वरूप पद जानी निज संपद भक्ति विनोद धरि मागे विनोद सेवक धरि मागे हरिनाम तो वा अनेक स्वरूपा हरिनाम तो वा अनेक स्वरूपा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर श्री राधे प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल कलयुग पावन हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय. So wonderful. Tongue becomes purified, heart becomes purified, the mind gets entertained, the heart becomes drenched with devotion. So many beautiful names of Krishna. Generally, if you see, we sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Those are 3 words over and over again. And in the conditioned state, not in the liberated state, but in the conditioned state, one may feel little monotonous and one may feel little dragged, or we're singing the same name over and over again. But this beautiful kirtan, if you see, so many beautiful names of Krishna, all in different leelas. Harinama tuva aneka swarupa. Oh, holy name, you have so many beautiful forms. Yashoda Nandana, Ananda Vardhana, Nanda Tanaya Rasakupa. You are the beautiful son of Yashoda. You are the beautiful son of Nanda Maharaj. And you increase the joy for everyone, and you are the beautiful abode of Rasa. You are Rasaraj. And similarly, Krishna, Putana, Ghatana. Putana came with hypocrisy and duplicity, and you purified her. And aho bakiyam stanakalakutam jigamsaya paya yadapya sadvi lebhe gatim dhatrim uchitam tatonyam kam vadayalum sharanam vrajema. By taking shelter of you, who is that person who will not get uplifted? Krishna, because who is more merciful than you? There's nobody more merciful than you. In the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 24th verse, 24th chapter, there's a very, very beautiful verse which says that if you collect all the love, all the affection, all the attachment, and all the affection that everyone around us showers on us from one life to another, and you add all of them put together, the love that the mother has for us, father has for us, friends have for us, brother or sister have for us, you add all of the quantity and quality from all the lives, all the species, in all places, add all of that. Bhagavatam says that's not even 1/10,000th part of the ocean of love that God has for us. Why? Because mother gives us love, but who gives the mother to us? It's Krishna. The father has love for us, but who gives the father to us? And who gives the love in the heart of the father for his own child? Krishna. Who gives the breath? Who gives the time? Who gives the affection? Who brings in jivas together in beautiful bonds of relation? Krishna. So therefore, Krishna, who is more merciful than you? There is nobody. Putana came with duplicity to kill you, and you purified her, and you accepted her as your eternal nurse in the spiritual world. Lebhe gatim dhatrim uchitam tatonyam kamvadayalum sharanam vrajema. And you accepted her, and you didn't feel that you're being merciful. You accepted her in the mood that, oh, unfortunately, this is all that I could give her. I wish I could give her more. Krishna is so kind. And Trinavarta Hana. Trinavarta came like a whirlwind to destroy Vrindavan. And Krishna uplifted Trinavarta. Generally, if you see devotees want to get advanced on the path of bhakti, want to go from one rank to another and make that advancement. And here it was so amazing. Krishna himself was holding on to Trinavarta and making sure that Trinavarta takes him up, and Trinavarta goes up the ladder of devotion. Really amazing. And then of course when Trinavarta crossed the boundary and he was taking Krishna too far into the sky, then Krishna said, okay, now this is a little too much. I just wanted to ride on your back to feel what the birds are feeling. Now you're taking me to like outer cosmic creation. So now, no, this is a little too much. And Shakata Bhanjana Gopal, Krishna slept under the cart and he kicked the cart, Shakat Bhanjan. And by that he taught us a very beautiful principle. On top of the cart were all eatables. There was rice, there were fruits, there were vegetables. And under the cart was Krishna. So Krishna is teaching us, in the cart of your life, if you have higher priority to material things and lower priority to spiritual advancement, then very soon I will kick the cart of your life and everything will tumble, everything will topple. And then we'll come running, Krishna, Krishna, where are you? Krishna, where are you? All the Brajvasis came running to find Krishna. So, you see sometimes in a under construction building, the workers are down there and the manager is up there. The construction manager is up there. It's an under construction building. So he's wanting to call the worker. The worker has a little helmet and there's machinery sound and drilling sound, and he's not able to hear the manager call, of course, pre-phone days. He's trying to call him from there. So the worker is not able to hear. So the manager drops a little pebble from the top and it hits the helmet, and the worker looks up. And the manager is saying, I'm trying to call you. And the worker said, what? I can't hear you. And then he switches the sound of the machinery, and then he can hear the manager. Similarly, you can see Krishna is the manager, and like the Paramatma, he's trying to call us and get our attention. And we are the daily wage worker, and the machinery, the noise sound of our material desires are so loud we can't hear Krishna call us. So sometimes Krishna drops a little pebble of reversal in life. so that when the thing hits us, then we look up. And Krishna is saying, I'm calling you. And then we reduce the sound of the machinery, which means we reduce the material wants so we can hear the Paramatma loud and clear. So this is the essence of the Shakat Bhanjan Leela, where Krishna is hungry under the cart and he wants to be breastfed by Mother Yashoda. He's cranky, he's crying, he's hungry. And Mother Yashoda can't hear him because there's so much sound of music and festivity. Why? Because Krishna turned 3 months old, and when he was Traimasikasya, when Krishna turned 3, he Utthan, Krishna Karavat Badalna, he turned sides as a baby. There was a big festival in Vrindavan that Nandan Yashoda Nandan has turned sides. Wow, so wonderful. So in the sound of those festivities and instruments, Mother Yashoda couldn't hear Krishna. So Krishna was crying, Maiya, where are you? Why did you leave me here all by myself? And then he kicked the cart and everything tumbled and toppled. And then Mother Yashoda and all the Brajbasis came and they moved the cart, and under the cart was Gopal. So this pastime teaches us life is like a cart, and it can get very busy and very heavy with our material priorities which are on top of the cart, and we end up throwing the bead bag, throwing the Bhagavatam, throwing Vaishnava association, throwing Tulsi Seva all under the cart. Krishna under the cart. So Krishna waits and cries for our attention, but when we are busy with the festivities of our life, then some reversal, Krishna will kick the cart, and then we leave everything and we come running to Krishna. So Shakata Bhanjana Gopal. In this way we covered different leelas and different names in this song. And now let's continue from where we left off last time. So we have, in our previous 3 parts, we have covered all these different names. We finished Murali Vadan, Agavaka Mardan, right? We finished all of this. Govardhan Dhari, Krishna lifted Giriraj. And Keshi Mardan, Brahma Vimohan, Krishna the killer of Keshi, he who bewildered Brahmaji and destroyed the pride of Indra and uplifted Arishtasur, bewildered the gopis, pastimes at the banks of the Jamuna. We covered all of this. And last time we covered the 4 names connected to Radharani, Radhika Ranjana, Rasa Rasayana, Radha Kunda Kunja Vihari, and we also did Radha Bhajana, Sukha Shali. So we will try to do this section today. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura calls Krishna Rama, Krishna, Hari, Madhava, Narahari, Matsyadi, Gana, Avatari. So 6 names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the whole term on the last line. 6 names. Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad, he mentions in his Dashavatara Stotra that the Lord became Matsya, Keshava Dhrita, Meena Sharira. Krishna became a fish, and then similarly Kurma Sharira became a tortoise, and then Krishna Shukara Rupa, he became a Sukara. Sukara means a wild boar. He became Varahadev, and so forth. Systematically, Sri Jayadev Goswami says Meena Sharira for the fish incarnation, Kurma Sharira, Sukara Rupa, Narahari Rupa, and Vamana Rupa, Ityadi, up to Kalki Sharira, the 10 incarnations. And then at the end he says that Krishna, I bow down to you, who's the source of the Dasha Avatar. You are the source. Many times the popular notion is Krishna is the 8th avatar in the Dasha Avatar. But Sri Jayadev Goswami doesn't include Krishna as the 8th avatar. He includes Balaram as the 8th avatar. He doesn't say Keshava Dhrita Krishna Sharira. He says Keshava Dhrita Rama Sharira for Sri Ramachandra, Bhrigupati Rupa for Parashuram, Ityadi, Buddha Sharira, Kalki Sharira, like that. So in this way, the understanding is Krishna is not one of the incarnations in the Dashavatar. He is the source of the Dashavatar. So Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. There are 2 words in Sanskrit. One is Avatara and one is Avatari. Avatara means an incarnation, and Avatari means the source of all incarnations. Just like the word Amsha means a part, and Amshi means the source of that part. Similarly, Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. That Krishna, you are the avatari, you are the source for all the 10 incarnations. And this is why Dasha Kriti Krite Krishnaya Tubhyam Namaha. Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad says, Krishna, I didn't include you in the Dasha avatar because you are the source of the 10 incarnations. You are the source of the 10 incarnations. So even when we study the Dasha avatar in Srimad Bhagavatam as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Ityadi, we should study these incarnations as avatars of Sri Krishna. The popular understanding is they are the incarnations of Vishnu, and Krishna himself is the 8th in that list. But that is not what is supported by the one who wrote about the Dasha avatar, Sri Jayadev Goswami himself. Even Sri Jiva Goswami in his Krishna Sandarbha, he very emphatically he establishes Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, how Sri Krishna is not an avatar, he is avatari. Of course, now one point we can mention is the word avatar means Nishprapanchat Prapanche Avatarati iti avataraha. He who from that world comes into this world is called an avatar. So Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrasimha, Vamana, Ityadi, they are all avatar. Even Krishna, by this definition, can be called an avatar because that form exists in Golok, and from that world he comes into this world. So by that definition, उस जगत से इस जगत में जो उतरते हैं जन कल्याण हेतु, that avatar or that personality who from that world comes into this world for doing good, for out of compassion, for delivering fallen souls, is an avatar. So just like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, Ityadi are avatars of Krishna, Krishna himself could be called avatar by this definition. But the understanding should be properly adjusted. Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. Sri Rup Goswami Pad, he has very beautifully connected the Dasha avatar to Sri Krishna. He explains, O Sri Krishna, the qualities of Matsya avatar, the qualities of Kurma avatar, the qualities of Varaha avatar, the qualities of Narasimha avatar, Vaman avatar, Parashurama avatar, Rama avatar, Balarama avatar, Buddha avatar, Kalki avatar are all there in you because you're the source. So for example, Sri Rupa Goswami Pad writes, Krishna, like Vaman Dev, you are doing something which is unacceptable. He says, Bali Maharaj wanted to offer you, that's Vaman Dev. O Vaman Dev, Bali Maharaj wanted to offer you all that he had. And you said, O Vaman Dev, as a dwarf you appeared and you said, oh, I will accept only 3 steps. Land that is occupied by 3 steps, and that to 3 dwarf steps. And Bali Maharaj was so kind to you. He said, you can ask for more. He said, no. Those who are not satisfied by 3 steps cannot be satisfied by the possession of the whole world. And those who are satisfied by 3 steps, they can be satisfied with anything, so I don't need anything. But then by tricking him into 3 dwarf steps, you expanded. And in no time, you started taking your steps as Trivikram or Urukram. And with the first step and the second step, you won over the whole material creation. And then you were looking at Bali and you said, you promised me 3 steps. In 2 steps, the whole creation is taken. Now where should I place my 3rd step? You have become a liar because you're not able to keep your promise. And Bali Maharaj offered his possessions and he also offered himself. He folded his palms and said, my dear Lord, you have taken everything that belongs to me, but you still haven't accepted me. So you please kindly place your 3rd lotus feet on my head. And then, my dear Lord, what did you do? Pumso shlagyatamam manye dandam arhatam arpitam yenna mata pita bhrata surida chadi shantihi. You placed your lotus feet on top of Bali Maharaj's head. And instead of accepting him, you pushed him to Sutal Lok in the lower planetary systems. And even before all this, you had him bound up by the ropes of Varun Dev, Varun Pash. This is too much, my dear Lord. Someone who's trying to surrender to you, you cheat him Chalayasi Vikramane Balim Adbhuta Vamana Padanakha Neera Janita Jana Pavana Keshava Dhrita Vamana Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad says, Chalayasi, Krishna, you cheated Bali Maharaj. Instead of saying, okay, I will accept the offer that Bali Maharaj is offering, okay, I will accept it. Instead of saying that, you said, no, satisfaction, 3 steps, etc. And now 2 steps you conquered everything, and then you bound Bali Maharaj because he turned out to be a liar. He couldn't give you the 3rd step, and when he offered himself, you placed your lotus feet on top of his head and pushed him down to Sutal Lok, and then you made him the king there, and then when you felt little sorry about it, you went and became his doorkeeper, protecting him in Sutal Lok. So Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, my dear Lord Vamandev, where are you getting this tendency from? You got this tendency from Sri Shyam Sundar in Vrindavan, because he is the source of Vamandev. Shyam Sundar, like Vamandev, he was a little baby, so he was like a little dwarf as Bal Gopal, and he was winning the hearts of everyone. And in no time he grew up and he became Urukram, he became Trivikram. What does Uru Krama mean? Krama means also pastimes, and Uru means great. He started performing great pastimes. And that too, he became Trivikrama. Krama means steps, and V means special steps or special pastimes. And 3 means with 3 categories. He was performing his pastimes with his friends in Sakhya. He was performing his pastimes with Vatsalya, Nanda and Yashoda, and he was performing pastimes with the gopis. So in no time, he became Trivikrama. He was performing 3 pastimes with 3 special categories of devotees. And then Rasik Shekhar Sri Shyam Sundar, like Vamandev did to Bali Maharaj, Krishna did this to Sri Radharani. He took away everything from her life. Dhanam cha manam cha tathendriyani pranam cha ritva mama sarvameva. He took away the family of Sri Radharani. He took away the social prestige of Sri Radharani. He made Sri Radharani run through the forest when he was playing his flute. And then he bound Sri Radharani by the ropes of his words that I will return. When he was going to Mathura, Krishna was going to Mathura, he promised Sri Radharani, I will return. So those were like the ropes of promise. Just like Vamandev bound Bali Maharaj, Krishna bound Sri Radharani by the ropes of his promise. And then just like Vamandev pushed Bali Maharaj to Sutal Lok, Shyama Sundar Sri Krishna pushed Sri Radharani to the Sutal Lok of eternal separation by going to Mathura, and from Mathura to Dwarka and then Kurukshetra. It was many years of separation. And then finally, Krishna is always at the doorstep of Sri Radharani saying, please forgive me, don't get angry. Oh Radharani, please place the dust of your lotus feet on my head. So where did Vamandev get all of his tendency? Rupa Goswami says, oh Shyama Sundar, he got it from you. He got it from you. Similarly, Sri Radharani in Srimad Bhagavatam, she says, when Krishna goes to Mathura, Radharani is talking to the bumblebee. In separation from Krishna, there's a bumblebee who is hovering around the lotus of Radha's feet, because Radharani's feet is lotus, and lotus means there's nectar, and to taste that nectar there must be bees. So the bees of Vrindavan there's one bee who is hovering around the lotus of Radharani's feet, and it's a dark bumblebee, black bee. So Radharani is thinking that this bee is a messenger sent by Krishna from Mathura. So, oh dear messenger of the cheat, Sri Krishna, please don't you dare touch the lotus of my feet. And in that conversation, Sri Radharani says, what can we expect from Krishna? What can we expect from Krishna? Look how as Vamandev, he treated Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj was trying to be so nice to Vamandev, and Vamandev was being so brutal and so cruel to Bali Maharaj. These are the loving words of Sri Radharani. So please don't think Vamandev is cruel and so and so forth. And nor should we prematurely try to imitate these very exalted moods. It's good to hear as an elaboration and explanation of how Krishna is the source of the Dasha avatar. in the line of Srimad Bhagavatam and the words of Sri Radharani. Not to be tried at home, not to be imitated in mood, and not to be prematurely thought that yes, what Radharani is saying is correct, Vamandev was very cruel. No, these are words of ecstatic love, so they should be adjusted accordingly. So Radharani says, Gargacharya, he had predicted that Tasma Nandatma Joyam Te Narayana Samo Gunai, that this child of Nanda Maharaj will have the qualities of Narayan. And who's Narayan? Vamandev. So see, even Gargacharya said that Krishna will have the qualities of Vamandev. And Vamandev was so cruel to Bali Maharaj. And not just Vamandev. Ramachandra, Radharani is saying, he was so cruel. Actually, Ramachandra is the softest personality. He is Maryada Purushottam. But because Rupa Goswami Pad says that love for Krishna moves crooked like a snake, therefore, whatever is soft seems to be very hard-hearted. And whatever words are extremely hard-hearted seems to be so loving and soft. So love moves crooked like a snake. Everything goes topsy-turvy in the consideration of Krishna Prem. So Radharani says, what did Ramachandra do? He hid behind a tree and he killed Vali. Of course, in Ramayana, when we hear the Katha, we understand how crooked Vali was and what he did to Sugriv. And Sri Ramachandra was being completely outright just and morally and ethically correct in his duties in killing Vali. But again, prem moves like a love for Krishna moves like a snake. So Radharani says that what did Ramachandra do? He hid behind a tree and he killed poor Vali. And at the same time, what did Ramachandra do? The first person who came to him, Ram killed him, Tataka. She was a female. And you see the same trait in Krishna. The first person who came to him as Putana, Krishna killed her. So Narayana Samo Gunai. Krishna is having all the cruel qualities of Vamandev, has the cruel qualities of Ramachandra. And then the incarnation before Ramachandra was Parashuram. What did Parashuram do? He took his axe and he chopped the head of his own mother. Of course, all properly to be understood in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Then also from his father, Parashuram invoked the blessing to revive his mother also. But anyway, Sri Radharani is saying, look at Parashuram. He was so cruel. He killed his own near and dear ones. What did Nrsingadev do? Nrsingadev came out from the pillar and killed the king in whose kingdom, in whose palace he appeared, and ripped to pieces with his nails, and there was bloodshed and all of this in front of a 5-year-old child. How cruel. And all those qualities, Gargacharya said, this child, Narayana Samo Gunai, will have the qualities of Narayan, which means all that cruelty has come together in the form of Shyam Sundar. Radharani is saying. So Krishna is the source for all avatars. But our acharyas use that statement in the way of glorifying Krishna through criticism. Glorifying Krishna through criticism. When the gopis are weeping and crying in the Rasa Leela, at they sing Gopi Geet on the banks of the Jamuna, and Krishna doesn't come out from the hiding. It's almost like Krishna, oh Narayana Samo Guna, you are having the qualities of Buddha. You are having the qualities of Buddha, ahimsa, paramo, dharmaha, and someone who is extremely non-violent, he is quiet and meditating in silence. Doesn't matter what is happening in this world. Sadhus are in their monastery, they are in their hermitage, and they are reclusive, they are in isolation, and they sit and meditate. So Krishna, you have the qualities of Buddha. Because the whole world is weeping and crying in the form of the gopis, searching out for you, and you're sitting in the middle of the forest somewhere, hiding like a sadhu, meditating like Buddha. Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. So in this way, when Krishna is called as the source of the Dasha Avatar, it is true from tattva perspective also, and it is true from rasa vichar also, from the perspective of rasa siddhanta, from the perspective of reality in truth, and also from the perspective of the crooked words of the gopis headed by Sri Radharani. So therefore Krishna is Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. At the same time, now third layer, as sadhakas in this world, by worshipping Krishna, we get the benefit of worshipping Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Rama, Balarama, Buddha, Kalki. Whatever benefit we may get by worshipping the 4 Kumaras and the Navagrahas and the 12 Mahajans, the 10 incarnations, we get all of that by worshipping Etecham Sakala Pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, by taking shelter of Sri Sham Sundar in Vrindavan, Sri Krishna. By worshipping Radha and Krishna, we get the benefit of worshipping everyone, not just Devatas, even other Vishnu Murtis. We get all that benefit because Krishna is Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. What did Matsya Avatar do at the time of total destruction? Matsya Avatar manifested and he saved the Vedas, and he carried the boat which had all the possessions of Maharaj Satyavrata. So similarly, Krishna, like Matsya Avatar, what does he do at the time of calamity? He protects his devotees, and he maintains his devotees with all their spiritual possessions. The king filled up the boat. In the 8th canto, 24th chapter, we can read about Matsya Avatar. The king, he filled up the boat at the time of destruction, annihilation, with all his citizens and grains and shastra and everything. And Matsya Avatar with a horn, with Vasuki tied to his horn and to a boat, he swam across the ocean and took the king from this end to that end during the time of devastation. So Krishna does that for his devotees. Tesham aham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat. In the Bhagavad Gita, by saying that I am the swift deliverer of the fallen souls, he is being Matsya Avatar there. At the same time, Krishna, like Kurma Avatar, now this is, first we said about Siddhanta, Tattva. Second we said about Rasa. And this third perspective is our personal connect with Krishna as the source of the Dasha Avatar in our life. Similarly, as Kurma, you see Kurma, he played a great role in the churning of the milk ocean pastime. We find that also in Srimad Bhagavatam, Kurma Avatar, the Mandara mountain. So similarly, what does Krishna do? Like Kurma Dev, he carries all our bhakti. He carries it on his back. We may forget. We may completely forget. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Whatever little, we may offer a flower to Krishna or a tulsi leaf to Krishna, or chant one round, or read one page of Bhagavatam, and we may die. And next life we start from the second round. We start from the second page of Bhagavatam. We forget, but Krishna carries. Yoga kshemam vahami aham. So that is Kurma Avatar in the Bhagavad Gita. Then at the same time, whatever anarthas and aparads we may fall into, like Mother Earth fell into the Garbhodaka ocean, we may fall from spiritual standards, we may make mistakes, we may become offensive, we may become sinful, we may become distracted. But like Varahadev, when we pray to Krishna, Krishna lifts us up from our fallen state. Ati nicha uchchata kara. From the most fallen state, Krishna lifts us up. This is why it is described Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. In the Vishnu Sahasranam, what does Krishna do? Lokanam Kirti Vardhanam. When we fall into the Garbhodaka ocean of our sins, Krishna lifts us up and makes us very famous. Mother Earth became very famous after Varahadev lifted her. So similarly, before coming to Krishna consciousness, we may not have any good qualities. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati yakinchane sarve gunais tatra samasate sura harav abhaktasya kuto mahad guna manorathena sati dhavato bahi. We may not have any good qualities, but after we start chanting and we perform service, Krishna shares some of his kirti, some of his good qualities he places in the jiva. And now the jiva becomes very fragrant. the living entity becomes extremely attractive. The living entity becomes extremely Shaktivan, extremely powerful, Balavan, Shaktiman. The devotee becomes Balam Balavatam Chaham, extremely empowered. And that comes by the touch of Krishna, who like Varahadev lifts us up. At the same time, like Nrsingadev, what does Shyamasundar Shri Krishna do? He does two things. He does purification and he gives us protection. He protects Prahlad and he purifies Hiranyakashipu. So he purifies our heart and protects. In our heart, if you see, many of us may have seen the painting of Nrsingadev ripping Hiranyakashipu. And there, Prahlad Maharaj is so small. He's having a garland in his hand and he can't even reach up to the hand, the elbow of Nrsingadev. What to speak of garland Nrsingadev? Right? Prahlad is so young and so small there. And Nrsimhadev is so huge. And Hiranyakashipu is also very huge. So in our heart, if you see, bhakti like Prahlad is very small. And Hiranyakashipu in our heart is very big. So my dear Lord, please purify my heart by ripping the Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyam and Kashipu. Hiranya means gold and Kashipu means soft bed. So gold represents our greed and soft bed represents our lust. So these are two things that keep us in this world. These are two things that keep us in this world. If you see Putana also, she came in a golden complexion as a lady. Why? In Bhakti Rasayanam, Sri Harisuriji writes that Putana is the first demoness who entered Vrindavan, teaching us that we live in a Gokula. Go means senses and Kula means a family. We are living in a network of senses. Gokul means the village, but Gokul also means Indriyon ka samuha. And in the network, in the Kula of Go, the first person who attacks us is a golden complexioned Putana, which means gold, greed, and woman, lust. So these are two things that attack the living entity. These are two things that attack the Gokula of our senses. So similarly, Hiranya and Kashipu also means the same thing. Hiranya means greed and Kashipu means lust. So, O Nrsimhadev, please rip my lusty tendency and my greedy tendency and at the same time protect the Prahlad of my devotion. And in this way, so and so forth, systematically, we can pray to Shyamasundar Shri Krishna for giving us what the Dasha Avatar gave in this world, because Krishna is the source of all of them. So this is elaboration on Matsya Adi Gana Avatari. Shri Avatari Shri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Rama Krishna Hari Madhava Nara Hari. Krishna, you are Ram. Rama means Radharaman Lal. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. 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 Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana 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 Hari Bol. Radha Ramana Lal ki Jai. So the word Rama has many meanings, but for the Gaudiya Vaishnavas, the word Rama is Ramana, Radha Ramana. So when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and then Hare Rama, that continues the theme of Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Sham, Sham Sham, Radhe Radhe. That's the theme. In the sense, we are worshipping Radharani and Krishna in both lines. The word Rama there refers to our Radha Ramanla. So Rama, Krishna, Hari. These are three names of the Mahamantra. If you see, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura has put it as Rama, Krishna, Hari. Hari when called out becomes Hare. And Krishna when called out becomes Hey Krishna, and Rama when called out becomes Hey Rama. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Those three root words are Rama, Krishna, Hare. Rama means he who charms our heart. Krishna means he who attracts our heart. And Hari means he who finally steals our heart. So three steps. Madan Mohan, Govind and Gopinath. First, we get charmed by Krishna. He is Raman. When you go to Vrindavan and you see Radha Raman Lal, you see Radha Vallabh Lal, you see Banki Bihari Ji, you see Radha Damodar, you get charmed. Oh, how beautiful. And then when we start chanting, when we start hearing, Krishna attracts our heart. Then he's Krishna, Rama, Krishna. And then finally, we not just go taking flowers in our hand, we put our hand in our palm. We put our heart in our palm. And then we go and give it to Krishna. Krishna, don't just accept my flowers. Please accept my heart, which is like flowers. Please accept it. So Rama, Krishna, Hari, and then Madhava, Nara, Hari, Matsyadi, Gana, Avatari. Krishna's Madhava. Ma refers to Lakshmi Devi, and Dhava is the husband. So Krishna is Narayana, who is the Lord of Lakshmi Devi. Ma can also refer to Sita Devi, and in that way, in that connection, Madhava would refer to Sri Ramachandra. And then if Ma is taken as Sri Radharani, then Madhava refers to Krishna. And who is Radharani then? If Radharani is Ma, and Krishna is their husband, and he becomes Madhava, then who is Radharani? She is Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Oh Radharani, who is the Daita, who is dearmost to Madhav, that is Krishna, who is the eternal consort or the husband of Ma Radharani. So Radharani is the beloved of herself. Madhava Daite. So Rama, Krishna, Hari, Madhava, Narahari. The word Narahari can refer to Narasimhadev, but it can also refer to Shyamasundar, who is Narahari. The word Hari refers to lion, and the word Nara means man. So either as half man, half lion, or he who is lion-like in the society of men. Of all the men, Krishna is the lion-like man. He is Nara Simha or Nara Hari. Matsyadi Gana Avatari. Oh, beautiful. How beautiful. How beautiful. If we just sing, not knowing the meaning, then it is Sangeet. It is musical performance. But if we understand every word and we are singing with our heart, only then it is bhajan. Bhaj dhatu means to serve Krishna. So when we are singing, we meditate on the meaning, mantra artha chintanam, and we sing every line twice, thrice, so that we feel so happy remembering that form of Krishna and that Leela of Krishna. Imagine singing this one bhajan for 15 minutes, 20 minutes every morning, each line twice, thrice, with so much absorption. How much devotion can this one song bless our heart with? So it's very beautiful. So then, after that, Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, this is the second last stanza. He says, Govinda Vamana Shri Madhusudana Yadava Chandravana Mali Kaliya Shatana Gokula Ranjana Radha Bhajana Sukhashali. Oh Krishna, you are Vaman, you are Govind, you are Madhusudan, you are Yadav Chandra, you are Vanamali, you are Kaliya Shatana, and you are Gokula Ranjana. So of this Vamana we have discussed, and Radha Bhajana Sukha Shali also we discussed. So we will discuss Govind, we will discuss Sri Madhusudan, Yadava Chandra Vanamali, and Kaliya Shatana Gokula Ranjana. That will end the song. Then the final concluding words from Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura also will conclude today. So here Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura calls Krishna Govinda. Krishna is he who gives so much pleasure to the cows. He is Govind. This name is very dear, very, very dear to Krishna, Govinda. You see, this name is very popular in South India, especially when you go to Tirupati. Everyone is chanting Govinda, Govinda. When they come to take darshan of Venkateshwara, you can see for hours together devotees stand with so much affection and they're praying Venkataramana, Sankataharana, Govinda, Govinda. So this name is very dear. Even to our Guru Maharaj, this name is very, very dear. So he has given this name Govinda to many of his disciples. He gives so two names in the initiation, word 1, word 2, and then Das. So the first word could be different, but the second word, Govinda, has been given to many, many disciples. Guru Maharaj personally himself also was given the name Govinda right in his childhood. My Guru Maharaj's birth name is Shubh Narayan. Shubh Narayan. But then right from his childhood he was called Sadhu in his village because he never wore slippers, he didn't cut his hair, and he was reading Bhagavatam all day and night. He had darshan of Saraswati Devi in his dream when he was in his second grade. And Saraswati Devi said, for about 2 years, you don't wear slippers and you don't cut your hair. And don't tell anyone why you're doing this. If you follow this vrat, then I will give you some blessings. And for 2 years, my Guru Maharaj did not wear slippers and he did not cut his hair. And in the village, they were thinking, why is Shubh Narayan ji doing this? Little Shubh Narayan. He was about 8 or 9 years old at that time, in second standard. And then he completed that vrat, and you see, by the blessings of Saraswati Devi, impeccable memory, impeccable attachment to Shastra, and impeccable Vaksiddhi in his life. So the whole village started calling him Sadhu, 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 Sadhuji, Sadhuji. And then, because of his extreme attachment to Srimad Bhagavatam and Krishna Leela especially, then everyone started calling him Govinda, Govinda, Govind, 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 Govind. And then later, in his life, he had association of Bhaiji Hanuman Prasad Poddar at Gorakhpur, Gita Vatika, Gita Press. And there, my Guru Maharaj also would do kirtan, Radha Naam Kirtan with Radha Baba. Param Pujya Radha Baba was a very big name, is a very big name, was very prominent associate of Bhaiji Hanuman Prasad Poddar. So my Guru Maharaj would chant Radha Naam with Radha Baba. So he had the name Govinda already, and then he was chanting Radha Naam, and Śrīla Prabhupada combined everything and gave him the name Radha Govinda. So the name Govinda is very dear. It's part of many Vedic mantras. Even in the Gopal Tapani Upanishad, the word Govinda has been very prominently pronounced in the Gopal mantra and so many other places. Many verses, many songs, you'll find the name Govinda. Govinda. Even in Govinda Damodara Madhaveti, the first name is Govinda. Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda Shaure, Govinda, Govinda, Mukunda Krishna, Govinda, Govinda, Rathanga Pane, Govinda, Damodara Madhaveti. So this name Govinda is very dear to Krishna. Very, very dear to the devotees, to Krishna, to the Vaishnavas. So Rupa Goswami Pad's personal deities are also Radha Govinda Dev at Jaipur. So that name has been invoked. Krishna, who takes care of his cows, Krishna, who gives pleasure to all the gopas, all the gopis, the whole of Vrindavan, who gave so much pleasure to Giriraj Govardhan by lifting him up on his little pinky finger of the left hand. So Krishna, the name Govinda, has so many leelas packed in that one name. Govind mero hai, Gopal mero hai, mere baake bihari Nandlal mero hai. Even in Vrindavan, if you see, there are so many Braj Kirtans with the name Govind. So, in this way, Govinda. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Govinda, Vamana, Shri Madhusudana. Krishna is Madhusudan. He destroyed Madhu and Kaitaba. Therefore, he is Madhusudan. Sudan means to destroy, and Madhu is a demon. So Krishna destroyed the Madhu demon. The word Madhu also means sweetness, and the word Shri Madhusudan, Shri can mean out of respect. So Krishna, who is the great reverential destroyer of the demons, that could be one meaning. Or if you take the word Madhu means sweetness and Shri means Radharani, and the word Sudan means to destroy, but the word Sudan also means to drink. So Krishna Shri Madhusudan, he is the one who drinks the sweet devotion of Sri Radharani. Sweet devotion of Sri Radharani. So it is described that Abja Mukhabja Madalolupa Matta Bringam. Who is Krishna? Abja Mukhabja Madalolupa Matta Bringa. Sri Radharani, her face is like a lotus flower. Abja. She's Abja, she's Padma, she's Kamalini. Radharani is a forest of lotus flowers. And Mukhabja means lotus face. So on the beautiful personality of the lotus-like Sri Radha, and her face is also lotus, her palms are also lotus, and her feet are also lotus. And who is Krishna? Mada Lolupa Matta Bringa. He is an intoxicated bumblebee hovering over the nectar lotus of Sri Radha's devotional personality. So if Shri is Radha, Madhu is sweetness, and Sudan means to drink, then Krishna as the black bumblebee drinks the sweet devotion of Sri Radharani. So much so that the bee called Krishna, it falls into the lotus, drinking the nectar of Radha's lotus-like heart, and now the bee is trapped in that lotus. And when the petals open, the bee has become the lotus and comes out as the lotus, tasting the lotus, which means the bee called Krishna has become Radharani in the form of mood and complexion and come out as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to taste the nectar again. So it's amazing. Sri Madhusudan. So Govinda Vamana Sri Madhusudana, Krishna's Yadava Chandra Vanamali. Wow, wow, wow. Each term, each name of Krishna is so sweet. So sweet. Nāma Chintamani Krishna's Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. Each name of Krishna is drenched, soaked completely like a sponge. You dip it into water, the more you squeeze, more water is coming out. So each name of Krishna is such a sweet, wonderful, unlimited, inconceivable sponge. The more you squeeze, more nectar is coming out. And Krishna is Yadava Chandra. Yadava Chandra. Shri Kunti Devi also says, Kechit ahur ajam jatam punya shlokasya kirtaye yado priyasyanvavaye malayasyeva chandanam. That Krishna, Kunti Devi says, just like in the Malayan mountains, a sandalwood tree appears. And Srila Prabhupada brilliantly in that purport, Canto 1, Chapter 8, he mentions that the sandalwood tree can appear anywhere. But the sandalwood tree, the chandan tree, appears all the time in the Malayan mountains. Therefore, Malayan mountain and chandan are considered to be inseparables. If there's a Malayan mountain, there must be chandan there. Although the tree can appear anywhere, the sandalwood tree appears in the Malayan mountains. So Krishna similarly, Kunti Devi says, Krishna can appear anywhere as a sandalwood tree. But he has appeared in the family, the Malayan mountain family of Maharaj Yadu. Maharaj Yadu was such a great soul that Krishna appeared in his family like Chandan appears in the Malayan mountains. And Malaya Batas, Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, when breeze blows, then in the Malayan mountains you can see the sandalwood breeze perfumes the environment. The whole Malayan mountain becomes very aromatic and fragrant by the breeze touching the sandalwood tree. So similarly, Krishna as the sandalwood tree has appeared in the Yadu family, which is like the Malayan mountain, and the whole family has become fragrant by the presence of Sri Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is called Yadava. Even today you find the last name Yadav. That Yadav is a descendant of Sri Krishna. Oh, who is the descendant of Maharaj Yadu? Yadav. So Krishna's Yadava Chandra. In the family of Yadus, Krishna is the Chandra, which means Krishna is the most prominent. Therefore, Krishna has the name Yadava. Krishna has the name Yadunandan. Krishna has the name Yadunandan. All these names are coming because of Krishna's connection to Maharaj Yadu. So here also Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura calls Krishna Yadava Chandra. O Krishna, who appeared in the family of Maharaj Yadu. And therefore you can see Yadu Vara Parishat Swair Dorbirasyan Adharmam Stirachara Vrajinagna Susmita Shri Mukhena Vrajapura Vanitanam Vardhayan Kamadevam. Shukadev Goswami, while concluding Dasham Skand Srimad Bhagavatam, he calls Krishna Yadu Vara Parishat Swaihi. Krishna has Parishat, Krishna has nice associates in the Yadu family. Now if you think about it, Maharaj Deva Midha, he appeared in the Yadu family. Maharaj Deva Midha. And Maharaj Deva Midha had two prominent wives. He had a wife in the Kshatriya family and he had a wife in the Vaishya family. And from the Kshatriya wife, he gave birth to Surasen. And from the Vaishya wife, he gave birth to Parjanya Maharaj. We'll repeat that again. Maharaj Deva Midha had two prominent wives, one in the Kshatriya family, one in the Vaishya family. So from the Kshatriya wife, he gave birth to Surasen. And from the Vaishya wife, he gave birth to Maharaj Parjanya. Now the son of Surasen is Vasudeva Maharaj. And the son of Parjanya Maharaj is Sri Nanda Maharaj. And the son of Vasudeva is Vasudeva, Sri Krishna. And the son of Nanda Maharaj is Nanda Nandan, Sri Krishna. So in this way, both families, Nanda and Vasudeva, they are brothers by this connection, and both families are considered to be Yaduvanshi. So Krishna is the descendant of Yadu, therefore he is Yadava, and therefore he is Yadunandan, and therefore he is Yadukula Nalina Dinesh. Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad has said, Kaliya Vishadhara Ganjano Kaliya Vishadhara Ganjana Janaranjana Janaranjana Yadukola Nalina Dinesha Janaranjana Yadukola Nalina Dinesh Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Deva Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Deva Hare. Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad says, Krishna, who are you? Yadukula Nalina Dinesh. Three acharyas are giving three different examples. Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Krishna, the Yadu family is like the night sky. And you are the Chandra. You are the Yadava Chandra. So Krishna, you are the moon in the dark sky of the Yadu family. Kunti Devi says, the Yadu family are like Malayan mountains. And Krishna, you are the sandalwood tree. How amazing, how amazing. The whole family is like Malayan trees, Malayan mountains, and Krishna, you are the sandalwood tree. And Sri Jayadev Goswami Pad says, Yadukula Nalina Dinesh. Dinesha means sun and Nalina means lotus. Krishna, Yadukula, the family of Yadu, Maharaj Yadu, they are lotuses. And when you appeared like the sun, they all opened up in joy. Sabke hriday khil uthe. Their hearts, the family of Maharaj Yadu, they are all lotuses. And it all opened up to the sun of your personality. Krishna, so you are the Bhuvana Bhaskara. Padma Bandhu. Padma Bandhu Radhika. Krishna, you are the Padma Bandhu. The family of Yadus, they're all Padma, lotus, and you are their Bandhu as the son. So when you appeared, all the lotus-like hearts of the kings opened up in joy that in our family we have Shri Krishna. Yadu Kula Nalina Dinesha. Dinesh कहते हैं सूरज को. Dinesh means sun god. And Nalina means lotus. So Yadu Kula Nalina Dinesha. Krishna, you are the son to the lotus family of Maharaj Yadu. How wonderful. Sri Jaidev Goswami Pad has used the word Yadava and Yadunandan other times also in his work. Kuru Yadunandana. He uses the word Yadunandan there. Nija Gadasa Yadunandane Kridati Hridayanandane Kridati Hridayanandane. How wonderful. So in this way, the word Yadunandan, the word Yadava, Yado Priyasyanvavaye Malayasya Vachandanam are all elaborations to the word Yadava Chandra. And then Krishna is Vanamali. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says Krishna is Vanamali. He walks around with a very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flower garland. Krishna loves flowers. Krishna loves flower garlands. So my Guru Maharaj personally would encourage devotees to make garlands for the deities as frequently as possible. So that is a very great service. If you can do that in the temple, good. If we cannot do that at the temple, we can have, it doesn't take anything. Instead of buying flower garlands from outside and offering it to Krishna, we can get flowers and we can string the garland ourselves with our own hands and then offer it to Krishna. You don't even need a deity. Just print out a picture of Radha and Krishna and have a nice frame, and then you make a garland and offer it on the picture. Krishna will accept. And that is great devotional service, because Krishna says Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. And offering a garland is Pushpam, 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 Pushpam. So many Pushpas. Bhaktya Prayachati, with devotion. And if we don't have many flowers, you can just take small petals and you can try to string. In America, to get flowers is also very rare. So then what devotees do, they take petals, and instead of using flower, we use petal. We take petals and we are making patterns out of petals. Smaller petal patterns. Interestingly, there used to be a very great devotee in ISKCON Vrindavan. His name was Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, many years ago. Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, one of the stalwart Navaratnas in the royal court of Radha Shyamasundar. Just like Navaratnas, there were 9 great personalities in the kingdom of Akbar. Similarly, in our Krishna Balaram Mandir, Radha Shyamasundar temple, Vrindavan also, Navaratnas, many great, like Ayendra Prabhu, and so many great, Dinabandhu Prabhu and Devi Shakti Mataji, so many great souls. So Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu was one among them, a very dear disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So much could be said, but in the context of what we are discussing as Vanamali, Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, he used to cook for Krishna Balaram. That was his main service. And he would cook all day, one offering after another, so much so that Srila Prabhupada said, you can continue to cook all day and feed Krishna Balaram, and during cooking, whatever you're chanting, that's your chanting. I will accept it. So you cook and you keep singing the holy names, because some devotees complained, Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu is cooking and he's not chanting his 16 rounds. And Prabhupada said he doesn't have to chant his 16 rounds. He can cook for Krishna Balaram and he can sing for Krishna while cooking, and I will accept it. But that was for Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, not for us. We have to chant our rounds. Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu would, and during those days in Vrindavan, very cold, very cold. And he used to come at 2 o'clock in the morning, make all the preparations in the kitchen and cook all day. Then when he became very old and he couldn't cook for Krishna Balaram anymore, then for many, many years, he would sit in a chair and serve Charanamrit to the devotees. That was his seva. After cooking for many, many years. He came to Srila Prabhupada when he was in his 50s. So very exalted and senior devotee even by age. And then he cooked for many years. Then when he became weak physically, he would just sit in a chair and all day he would give Charanamrit to the Vaishnavas. In fact, when children would come and stand in the line, he would cup their palm like this so that no Charanamrit flows from between their fingers. So loving. Children would keep their palm, he would keep their hand, he would keep his palm under their palm and give them Charanamrit. Very loving devotee. And later he even got some cups of his own. So if some devotee would give him some Lakshmi, he would go and get some cups out of it. And when kids came for Charanamrit, he would fill it up in the cup and give it to them so that they wouldn't drop Charanamrit. Then when Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu became even sick, even further his health deteriorated, then he couldn't even come out of his room. He couldn't cook for Krishna. He couldn't sit and offer Charanamrit. He became very old. So he would be in his room and every day the garlands of Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram, Radhesham would come to his room. And he had life-size pictures in his room of Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram and Radhesham. And what he would do is, the garlands which would come, now he would open up the whole garland. So he would have flowers and sitting in his room, he would string new garlands out of those flowers, out of his own love. Because garlands were ready. He would open up all those flowers and now string newer garlands with his own hand and offer it to the pictures of Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram and Radhesham in his room. That was the seva he did. And any Lakshmi he got, he would get some prasadam, and whoever came to see him, he would offer it as a return gift. When they came to see him, they would get some prasad. So these were the two services he did in his ripe old age, when he was past, he was in his 80s and he couldn't even move. So at that time he would string garlands. Imagine how much love. It would have been easy. You get garlands, just offer the garlands to his pictures of Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram and Radha Shama Sundar. But he would open up all of that and he would garland for hours together, because Krishna is Vanamali. Krishna loves to be garlanded by forest flowers. And then Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu departed in his room in the Brahmachari ashram in Krishna Balaram temple in Sri Dham Vrindavan. In that beautiful consciousness of serving Prabhupada, serving Gaur Nitai, and making flower outfits and flower garlands for Krishna. So Krishna is Vanamali. Dhira Samire Yamuna Tire Vasati Vane Vanamali. Krishna in Vrindavan stands with beautiful flower garlands. So the service of stringing garlands, it's glorious, absolutely glorious. And during that time, we can hear a lecture, we can hear some kirtan and we are stringing garlands. Or you can sing some bhajan and you can string garlands. Of course, we make sure that our mouth doesn't open too much, because we want to protect the garland. Even while cooking, even while making garlands, we want to cover our mouth so that the purity and the sanctity of the place is maintained. But stringing garlands is glorious service. Sometimes we think that, being famous on YouTube or being popular as a prominent person or a manager or a temple president or a preacher or a kirtankar is very important. Krishna gives different services, and we shouldn't think one service is more glorious than the other service. The parameter, the litmus test, the yardstick is Haritoshanam. How much are we doing things to please Krishna? So if someone is singing genuinely to please Krishna, that is bhakti. If someone is stringing garlands, that is bhakti. This is glorious, because Krishna is Yadava Chandra Vanamali. Then Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Kaliya Shatana Gokula Ranjana. Krishna danced on the hoods of Kaliya. He danced on the hoods of Kaliya and Gokula Ranjana. He entertained the whole of Vrindavan. He entertained everyone. On the pretext of subduing Kaliya and purifying the Jamuna, what did Krishna do? he became Nata Varavapuhu. He was dancing. Bibrat Vasaha Kanaka Kapisham Vaijayantim Jamalam. Krishna as Vanamali was also dancing as Natavara Vapuhu in the hoods of Kaliya and Gokula Ranjana. He was free entertainment for Vrindavan. No TV, no Netflix, no smartphone, nothing. Krishna, everything. We entertain him and he entertains us. This is amazing. Brajbasi style. So Krishna's Gokula Ranjana. Ranjana means to entertain, to give pleasure. Therefore we can see Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashoda Nandana Vraja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari. This is also by Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. You see, another Naam Kirtan by Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. So many sweet names of Krishna he is packed together. You see, when we go to school and we open up our lunch box, you see mother has packed so wonderfully. There's roti, there's sabji, there's dal, rice, there's also some halwa also. Mother has given everything. Or we go for a day trip, she has packed everything. The lunch box looks only so much. But when you open up, it's so tasty. It takes 30 minutes to finish all the content. And she's put in so much hard work early in the morning out of love for the child. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, like that, with so much love, he has packed so much taste. This is the 4th session going on the same song. And that also we are running quickly to finish it. If this was Kartik Katha, then we may be more relaxed. We have a little more time. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, like the mother, has packed so many beautiful delicacies and tasty preparations in the form of these names and packed it in one song like a tiffin box, a lunch box. And when we taste each preparation, we see the names of Krishna are so sweet and they have packed together in a concise way by Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Why? Just like mother has love for the child. Mother wants that the child when in school shouldn't feel hungry and shouldn't go to eat the lunch box of the friend, but should have his own lunch box to honor. Similarly, Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura feels, my Gaudiya Vaishnava descendant in this world should not starve and should not eat from the lunch box of WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram and Netflix. That's not our consumption. Our consumption is the lunch box of this Naam Kirtan, packed together with so much affection by Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. And in this way, Gokula, Kaliya Shatana, Gokula Ranjana, by destroying the pride of Kaliya, purifying Jamuna, and reviving his friends, and fulfilling the desires of the Nagapatnis, the wives of Kaliya, and entertaining the residents of Vrindavan. Krishna's Kaliya Shatana, Gokula Ranjana, Radha Bhajana Sukhashali. And in this way, now Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura, at the end of all the names, he says, Ityadika Nam, O Krishna, Iti Adhika Nam. There are so many such beautiful names. And Swarupe Prakam, they can fulfill all of our desires. These names are so wonderful. But there's absolutely one drawback. And the drawback is, we don't have taste for these names. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also says, Namna Makari Bahudanja Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrisham Iha Janina Anuragaha Na Anuragaha. Krishna, the greatest misfortune is your names are so sweet, but I have no taste. So therefore, what is our prayer? Baduka. Baduka means let it increase. Hindi mein कहते हैं ना बढ़ना, वर्धन होना, बाडुका. May something increase. What increase? More rati rage. May my taste and attachment to your holy names increase, Krishna. आपके नामों में मेरी मति लगे. हे प्रभु, आपका नाम जपते जपते मेरा मन लगे, आसक्ति जागृत हो, आपके नाम में प्रियता होने लगे. बाडू का मोर रति रागे. May I have some rag, may I have some rati, may I have some attraction, some attention, some absorption, some attachment to your holy names. This is my only desire. You see, if this one thing we attain in our life, nam ruchi, taste for chanting the holy name, then everything is guaranteed. Purport of Shastra will rise in the heart. Nice sadhu sangha will be available. One will have purified consciousness. One will have distaste in material things. One will be very absorbed. Krishna will give his Shakti. Everything will naturally come. Avismriti Krishna padara vindayo kshinoti bhadrani cha shamtanoti sattvasya shuddhim paramatma bhaktim jnanam cha vijnana viraga yuktam. 7 benefits are there if we develop attachment to the chanting of the holy name. 1. Kshinoti abhadrani. Inauspiciousness will reduce in our life. 2nd, shamtanoti. Auspiciousness will increase. 3rd, sattvasya shuddhim. Heart will get cleansed. 4th, paramatma bhaktim. One will become a better devotee. 5th, jnanam. Knowledge of Shastra will rise in the heart. 6th, vijnan. When we start looking at this world, we will look through the eyes of Shastra. Oh, Bhagavatam gave this example and now I am seeing it. Oh, Bhagavatam says like this and we can see it here. And 7th, viraga yuktam. One will become naturally detached from things which are disconnected to Krishna. 7 benefits by chanting the holy name. So, Badu ka mora rati lage. Or rage, hey Krishna, may more attention and absorption and attraction rise towards your holy names. I don't want anything else. And now finally Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura says, Rupa Swarupa Pada Jani Nija Sampada Bhakati Vinoda Dharimage. Jani, understanding Nija Sampada, my only treasure to be Rupa Goswami and Swarup Damodar Goswami's lotus feet. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is Kamala Manjari in Goloka Vrindavan. He is a maidservant of Sri Radharani. And his direct superior is Sri Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami. And superior beyond that is Lalita Sakhi, who appeared in Gaura Leela as Swarup Damodar Goswami. So by saying Rupa Swarupa Pada Jani Nija Sampada, Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura in his Swarup as Kamala Manjari is saying, my only treasure in life is Rupa Manjari's lotus feet and Lalita Sakhi's lotus feet. And Rupa Manjari has come as Rupa Goswami and Lalita Sakhi has come as Swarup Damodar Goswami. So Rupa Swarupa Pada, the lotus feet of Rupa Manjari or Rupa Goswami or Lalita Sakhi or Swarup Damodar Goswami, Jani Nija Sampada. I understand that to be my only treasure. And Bhakati Vinoda Dharimage. Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is only aspiring for increased taste in chanting the holy name. And we as Vinoda Sevak or Vinoda Sevika, our only desire is following in the footsteps of Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. We beg for Harinam Prabhu. By singing all these names, may I develop taste in chanting. So Harinam Tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam Tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam Tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam Tuva Aneka Swarupa, Harinam Sankirtan Jaya, Nam Sankirtan Jaya, Nam Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan Jaya, Nam Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan, Nam Sankirtan, Harinam Sankirtan. So with this, we conclude the 4-part series on Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura's Nam Kirtan under the section of Kirtanam. So our next session, we will have the start of the discussion on the Dasa Nama Aparad, the 10 offenses to the chanting of the holy name. We will have discussion on that. And then with that, we will conclude Kirtanam. Then we proceed to the next Anga, which is Smaranam. So in this way, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. And then in Satya Yuga, after the whole of Kali Yuga discussion, in Satya Yuga we will get back to the 7th canto after 9 limbs of bhakti have been discussed. Thank you very much. We will start discussion on Dashanama Aparad on Thursday and also take some time out for questions. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Śrila Gurudev ki jai, Śrila Prabhupada ki jai, Śrila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai, Shachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai, Shri Radha Shyamasundar ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Bolo jai jai Shri Radhe Shyam, jai jai Shri Radhe Shyam, jai jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Jai jai ho, jai ho.